Okay, welcome everyone once again to another session of natural healing with essential oils. And so, Sandy, what do we have today? What are the specials for this month?
Oh, you're going to love it. There's a lot going on this month. First off is lavender with 125 point order, and that's by the 15th. Now, as you all know, you may have heard me talk about the Leatherman tools of essential oils. Lavender is one of those three. Lemon, lavender, and peppermint, which I am currently taking every day for the lovely green that's coating everything outside. So
I
yeah,
know a lot of people are dealing with those seasonal allergies and the kachoo and the weird red eyes and the stuffy nose and
Here,
yeah,
everything.
here.
yes.
So that trio is phenomenal. Lemon, lavender, and peppermint is a phenomenal trio that is all put together in triads. But if you want to do it for yourself, you can do it for yourself with just the oils themselves.
Yep, that's one way, but lavender is super great for bruises. It helps bruises to go from here to gone in just a matter of days. Helps bumps to go down. It is great for, obviously the antihistamine stuff, but it's calming, great for sleep. And then one thing I learned at my training last month was that Dr. Riggs did some of his training in Germany. And he says in Germany, they don't use antidepressants and hand them out like candy like they do here. They have done testing and found that 80 milligrams of lavender oil is a therapeutic dose and will outperform without side effects the antidepressants if you take it internally. And he says, guess what is in our Serenity gel cap? 80 milligrams of lavender.
And to really emphasize that point in terms of the antihistamine effects of the lavender, it's also good with like mosquito bites, insect bites and things of that nature on the skin. And it's because of the antihistamine property. And, interestingly enough that you bring that study, Sandy, with regards to depression, because one of the tests that we do in the Walsh protocol to help people who are dealing with mental, emotional issues is a histamine test. And so the histamines are very much related to those types of imbalances. So it all comes together, and lavender is a sweetheart of a gem. It's beautiful in its scent. It's mild. It has that, lightness, and yet it's so powerful.
Yes. And it's a great one if you have small children, infants even. You can do a little massage on the back and on the bottom of their feet with that. And you're combining touch and the therapeutic benefits of lavender oil to help them calm down, and go to sleep, whatever you need there. So.
And to use it as an inhaler, because that's the other thing that I love doing is I get those little inhalers that you can get on Amazon, and you just put it onto the wick, and it's just like those old Vicks inhalers that we used to have to go up the nose. So instead of having the Vicks, you can put your own essential oils on those inhalers. And whenever you have a child, or even for yourself, where you feel yourself becoming overwhelmed, use that lavender inhaler to just breathe in deeply and to just allow yourself to feel everything just calming, just really calming and centering.
Yeah, and I love that you're saying calming. Another thing that I found out about lavender is that inhaling it will actually lower blood pressure, and it can be 10 to 20 points per each time you sit and inhale it. And when I talk with people who are discouraged or anxious or have issues where they're not quite on top of the world where they want to be, one of my prescriptions for them is to line up their 5 favorite oils and set their timer for every hour. And I said, I don't care if you do it on the hour, the half hour, the quarter hour, but every hour, take one of those oils, drop in your hand, smell it, inhale it, and think about 3 things that you're grateful for. Changes your brain chemistry immediately, and
everything.
Gratitude in and of itself is a powerful thing that attracts more blessings and more goodness and a positive outlook. But when you combine that gratitude with your oils, super, super great. So can't say enough of that.
The oils and the breath.
Mhm.
having that deep breath, because remember, breath or spiros, respiration, spiros is spirit.
Yep.
Allowing that spirit to flow through you is just awesome, amazing, empowering, and powerful.
Totally wonderful. And then doTERRA also has cooked up some Mother's Day specials for us this month.
Mm.
Yay! So if
Yay.
there's a woman that you love or you want to love on yourself a little bit, sometimes I don't have people that buy gifts for me because they say, well, let's don't do gifts this year. And I'm like, that's okay. I'm going to gift myself this or that.
Yes.
The Moringa Rose
Mm.
Duo with a spray that is so refreshing and
Ah,
luxurious.
yes.
And then the
I love
Moringa
that
Rose
rose.
oil. I'll tell you, every once in a while, I'll get this rash. It'll start over here or here, and just from nowhere, I can't tie it to stress. I can't tie it to diet. I can't tie it to anything. But just every once in a while, this starts getting rashy and itchy. And it usually starts here. And the Moringa Rose oil is the only thing I have found that stops it in its tracks. So it's a great combo, and I always have it on hand. You're only going to get it at this time of the year. I think the limit is
Mm.
4. So I probably will buy 4 so that I keep stocked up for in case of, and just even that luxurious feel every day. It's so nice to spritz that on. You can spritz the spray on during the day and just rejuvenate. And it's very uplifting and
Mhm.
feels like you're doing something wonderful for yourself. Well, you are because you're using rose.
Yeah, yeah. And rose
Yeah.
is a powerful essential oil. I tell you, that's why it's usually very pricey. But in this spritzer, it's much more attainable. Let's put it
Yeah,
that
it's a
way.
rose hydrosol. So I think
Yeah.
the set is only around, I think it's around 60 or 50 something for the
Hmm.
duo. And it lasts a
Um,
long time. I'll just put one little pump of the rose moringa oil in my hand, and just that
mhm.
one little bubble will cover my whole face. And I like to do that before I do the other things. A lot of times I'll do that, and then some castor oil is what I've been using lately with the Immortelle. And I infused some castor oil with Immortelle and put it in a little
Mhm.
roller. So I use that. And then I go
Nice.
to my little firming thing and then my lotion. So, do the whole schmo there. So that's one of the specials for Mother's Day. The second thing is a Mother's Day trio.
Huh.
You say, what is this? It is
Yeah.
the cutest little box, little 4-ounce, beautiful little decorative roller bottles. One is Whisper, women's blend. You can use
Hmm.
that as a perfume. It smells different on every single person. It's actually one I love to pass during classes. Well, I used to do it before they came out with the roller bottle that was just a little bottle. You can't get it just straight anymore. I stocked up on some of those, but I would have the men and the women put on, right? Just one dot on their wrist, rub it
Uh-huh.
and smell it
Uh-huh.
immediately. And I
Uh-huh.
said, smell your neighbor. What do y'all smell like? Yeah. But it was interesting because that scent changed as it mixed with the body chemistry. And on
Mm,
men,
it's
it
different.
smells a lot of times earthy and chocolatey, and women can go anywhere from chocolatey to floral. So
Interesting.
it is a
Interesting.
cool oil, and I love the
Hmm.
Whisper. So Whisper's one of those. And then we also have Beautiful, which
Oh,
you
I love
can't get
beautiful.
any other time. Oh my, I just forgot. Oh, Shine.
Oh,
The
really? That's from the
the
convention a
convention
couple of years ago.
from last year, the Shine
Yeah.
blend, and it is so uplifting. I think it has some ylang ylang and some
Mhm.
lime and a couple other things,
Mhm.
super cheery, and just does help your
Mhm.
heart to just shine, helps you to shine your goodness. So it's a beautiful little trio. Now you could give it away all 3 in 1 in the little box, or if you're a little bit
Divvy it up.
conscious
Got
of
those little sachets.
split that up and put it in a little, organza bag, and you have
Yeah.
3 gifts instead of one. Up to you.
Yeah.
Oh. And you can mix and
Absolutely.
match them, just like we had little floral trios before with neroli and blue lotus and something else in there. And you could mix and match. Oh, jasmine was the other one in that one. You can mix and match them.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah, really nice Mother's Day gifts. Absolutely. For the moms in your life. And most of us have more than one mom in the sense that, there are different women who have been instrumental in your lives. Or maybe you know of a young mother who is struggling that could use some gifting.
Yeah.
So Absolutely wonderful. doTERRA, as always, shines through the holidays, and we are very, very grateful. So, ladies and gents, thank you once again for joining us for our monthly natural oils, and we look forward to seeing you again next month.
All right. See y'all.
Bye.